Super round action here in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Two heavyweights in schools rugby here in the island nation. Isipathana College take on Royal College in the first week of the Cup segment. It's here at Havelock Park. We had a game yesterday at Havelock Park. It was a close one, and I have two gentlemen alongside me, one Royalist, one Isipathanian. We have been having conversations before the kickoff or before the start of the live feed, but the two of them were talking to me, but I can feel the jitters. Abdullah Yusuf with me and Shahid Zumri.
Yes, well, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Shahid and Adib. Yes, brilliant conditions here at Havelock Park. The sun is out, wonderful underground conditions, and as you can see, Isipathana as well as Royal just going through their warm-up routines. The conditions are absolutely brilliant. We're wondering at the beginning of the day whether there will be thunder showers, but the weather gods have been kind on us, and it's quite humid here as well, isn't it, Adib? 29 Celsius, the humidity is relatively high, but the underground conditions are brilliant, and the teams who will want to run the ball will definitely have a great advantage.
Yes, Abdullah, as always, Isipathana versus Royal, the name itself says how anticipated this match is for everyone and for every rugby lover, and I think Isipathana, of course, coming after a defeat from the first round, will want to bounce back as soon as they can, and Royal, I think, for me, Royal would come with a positive mindset after a big win against St. Thomas's, and as always, the Major Milroy Trophy, it's known for one of the most contested matches in the schools rugby league, and hopefully we can see another competitive match today.
Yes, absolutely, and a lot of history in this encounter as well. Brought the best out of both schools. Before that, we'll just have a look at the Week 6 fixtures of this Dialog Schools Rugby League. On Thursday, St. Joseph's getting the better of St. Thomas's 29 points to 15 to put them in pole position in that plate segment. Wesley going down rather tame, you would have to say, against a very dominant and confident Trinity team. 43 points to 10 in an encounter that everyone expected to be relatively close, but Trinity are just at another level currently. DSN and I were run close by newcomers, Prince of Wales, 27 points to 21. Thurston College continuing their good form, going up to Kandy and pulling it off against St. Anthony's, which will also put them in really good position in that plate segment. Of course, today another big cup encounter between St. Peter's and Zahira at the St. Peter's grounds, which also everyone will be having a close eye on. And of course, this encounter here between Isipathana and Royal. And another encounter today up in Pallakele, Sri Sumangala taking on Ananda, another crucial game in that the plate segment, where both teams, you have to say, are pretty even keel, and probably it'll be a contest between the Sri Sumangalian three-quarters versus the Ananda forwards. Mahanama and Kingswood, as well as Lumbini and Science College, will round up the games tomorrow, which they'll both compete for in the bowl segment.
Well, two cup games today, St. Peter's Zahira, and the game that we have on our hands here, Isipathana College taking on Royal College for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. It's not just a contest in the middle of the field. As a neutral, it's a contest outside the field as well. Spectators get involved. Everyone wants to have a bite of the action. But St. Peter's College beat Wesley College to top that group 17 points to 13. Zahira College with a close shave against Thurston College. They topped their group as well. And then this one, that was a close one on the scorecard, but Royal College, the 14-man Royal College, beat St. Thomas's 29-24 to gain the Gunaratna Trophy. DS College 24-19, their first win of the season, and Ananda College getting a well-deserved 31-14 win against Mahanama College. Some good stuff from Ananda and their forwards. Had many games, 9 games, and St. Joseph's College picked off their plate championship segment run and picked it off where they finished 41-10 against Prince of Wales, 25-21, an important win for Kingswood College in the context of their league. And Isipathana College, this result, Shahid, will be behind the back of their minds. It was at this very ground and it was a huge loss. And what do this team that you have on your screen have in offer?
Yes, Abid, for sure, you'll have to brush this off as soon as they can, because losing the last match from the first round and coming into the second round, it's a total mind shift, and I think it all depends on how you look into the game. the attitude comes first, and I think Isipathana, it's no new for them to be in this second round action. So I think, yes, as always, Isipathana and Royal, it's known for this, for the one of the biggest game in the season, and I think Isipathana will look forward to a start of the game in a positive note.
So what we'll do now is we'll go in for a quick commercial break and we'll see you on the other side.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes to fresh.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි.
Now summer refreshment the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
වාජ්‍ය සේවක ඔබට සුවිශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි.
Built to withstand every season. Modern designs, elegant finishes, made to match your style. Alumex handrails, Sri Lanka's #1 and the most trusted aluminium brand.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමි. රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදාහගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවීම පමණයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Kitchen එක අපාස් කරන්නේ දැන් wife උත් happy එකේ ඉන්නේ. Wife happy කරන්න. Kitchen එක අපාස් කරන්න.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun තමයි.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Abans fridge කියන්නේ. Abans fridge කියන්නේ. පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. Abans family එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun තමයි.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion. A competitive spirit. It's for the night owls. The hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamare.
හඳුන්වා දෙන කීස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් අල්ටිමේට් ක්‍රිස්පි චිකන් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක. ක්‍රන්චි කටගැස්මකට ක්‍රිස්පි චිකන් තයි. ස්පයිසි වයිබ් එකට ස්පයිසි ක්‍රිස්පි චිකන් ස්ට්‍රිප්. ෂෙයා කරන් කන්න ක්‍රිස්පි චිකන් පොප්කෝර්න්. රස ඩබල් කරන බාර්බිකියු සෝස් සමග කීස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් අල්ටිමේට් ක්‍රිස්පි චිකන් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamare.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම විල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Welcome to Havelock Park. It's the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Both teams have headed into the sheds after their warm-ups and they've gone back in to get their jumpers on and to come out to battle it in the middle. We've had an interesting group stage, Abdullah. It's been 5 long weeks, but 5 interesting weeks of action, and this group that Royal College was in was probably one of the most tightly contested ones.
Yes, I think that's an understatement, Abid. It was really topsy-turvy Group 1C, wasn't it? There were virtually an upset every single week of that in that group rather. And of course, this was a relatively straightforward group. Trinity and Isipathana dominating this Group 1A rather comfortably. And they have made it quite rightly into that cup segment. Sri Sumangala and St. Anthony's will be in that plate segment, followed by DS Senanayaka and newcomers Lumbini.
The one loss that Isipathana College have there, Shahid, will be what they'll not be too happy about. The second group was also a group that went down to the wire. St. Peter's College, emerging victors, didn't get the bonus point in that last game, so they have 29 points. They carry 5 points forward. Wesley College, just the loss against St. Peter's. St. Joseph's College seem to be the prime runners for the plate as of now. Ananda College in the plate as well. Mahanama with 6 points, and Prince of Wales yet to register victory in the Dialog Schools Rugby League.
Yes, and this was the group that we were referring to at the start. Zahira College, Royal College, St. Thomas's as well as Thurston in the running till the very end. But eventually it's Zahira and Royal who prevailed to make it into that all-important championship round. St. Thomas's and Thurston will battle it out in the plate segment, and will be followed by Kingswood and Science, who have made it into the bowl segment and will battle to avoid relegation.
It's one of the most competitive seasons I've watched in this course rugby seasons. The crowds gathering up as always. Isipathana versus Royal College still coming in. As I was saying, it's one of the most competitive season, and what's new is the below teams has really stood up and really put in up a show and competing, and the competition has got more stronger when it comes to the top tier teams when they're competing with them. So I think that's what has got this season very interesting.
An interesting cup segment. This is the points table, how it stands right now. Trinity College have the 2 wins, the win against Isipathana College and the win against Wesley College. So they are on 12 points. Isipathana College, no points yet. And both these teams that are featuring today, Abdullah, come into this game without a win. But the only difference is Royal College have the 4-try bonus point and the losing bonus point against Zahira.
Yes, well, I just don't think teams should really worry too much about this at the start of this championship segment. I mean, you just got to go out there and just get the wins, isn't it? Even the bonus point, you worry about that maybe towards the end of the game, because it's going to be a really competitive cup segment. So you start looking a bit beyond that. You can always find yourself in a bit of trouble if you start chasing the bonus points and looking beyond what is actually in front of you, which is the very next game.
We talk about trophy games. Abdullah, Royal College swept the trophy cabinet last year. They got all the trophies on offer except for the league title. They've already won one trophy this week, and the man with 55 points is going to try and secure the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, the trophy that they lost last year. He has 55 points, Nimantha Sandeepa, Shan Altaf with 54 points, Mayanka Dias 49, Ammar Faisal with 49, and Denet Chamudita with 46 points.
Yes, and the top prize scorer, Shan Altaf, no surprises there. The Trinity skipper, followed by Shanuka Pereira, Dinuka Jayasundara, Harsha Madugaspe, and Ino Silva from St. Joseph's.
Here's Isipathana College, who have come out, the green machine. Royal College, led by Disas Patirana. Shakib Zumri leading Isipathana College as they come out from their college flags.
So both teams have taken their place on the field. Just waiting the team cards to come up on your screen. First up will be the visitors Royal. Pretty much an unchanged outfit from their last game against St. Thomas's Bar in one particular position that we'll come to. It's Yashmita Amarasinghe, Metika Yatawara and Suleiman Hanifa in the front row, Ahmad Bari and Metuka Vikramaratna in the seconds. Royal's third row, Aman Altaf, skipper Disas Patir and Sanuja Ranasinghe will have a big role to play today if Royal are to come out as victors. Vice captain Savita Fernando will pair up with Mohammad Simak. And the centre combination, Hiruka Jayanindu and Praveen Nimsara. The two wing three quarters, Kavaneka Naik and Dinuka Pereira, while the newcomer into that fullback position is Ranitu Hiran. The replacements, Nayanka, Mudankotua, Mausuf, Vijay Ratna, Kotearachi, Hettiarachi, Lienage, Hevage, Di Costa and Pereira.
Unchanged forwards outfit for Royal College, just the one change in the fullback position, a position that they've been shifting right throughout this season. Here's the Isipathana College team card. Navid Tahir, Kavin Jaisingh and Nevit Mevnak, an experienced front row with Damsara Vitarana and Risija Imbulgoda. In the second rows, Manuja Boteju, Sanija Jayavira and Shakib Zumri. How those three play will really determine how it goes, with the back rows of both these teams in the forwards being very, very agile. Metuba Bimsat and Tenula Costa, how they control this game for Isipathana College and where they put them on the field will be very important for their fortunes. Yumidu Kodituaku and Abdul Aziz, another experienced centre pairing with Taruka Jayavira, the young Dilum Senadirage, and Nimantha Sandeepa, the experienced vice captain, will be at fullback. Pereira, Vijay Sekara Pereira, one of the other Zumris, Yenush, Jafrad, Hakim, Ansari, Vikramaratna and Simli round off the finishers for Isipathana College. Both these teams putting out experienced team sheets, but it's all going to come on to the moment, Abdullah. How these teams perform in the moment, which parts of the field they play, is going to be very, very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we just go by the encounters in the last 2 years, just came down to the absolute wire. Royal clinching it at the very end last year when they barged over for a try and just pulled it off when they were trailing. And of course the year before that, the man who is in commentary with us sent a dagger right through the Royalist heart by converting a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Shahid? So now just go to the school anthems of both teams, and we'll see you on the immediately after.
captain of Isipathana College, Colombo.
Some of the heartiest school songs that you will hear in Sri Lanka, and some of the most passionate rugby fans, and it's always a huge occasion wherever these two teams play. Royal taking on Isipathana for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. How is it going to pan out, Abdullah? Is it going to be Royals forwards versus Isipathana College's backs, or are we going to see a completely different shift?
As well, I think both teams have shown that they've got an all-round game to compete against each other, and that's why I feel it's just going to be an absolutely 50-50 call. Both teams probably haven't hit their best straps so far, but I just feel this is a game that's just too close to call. And the most important thing, I think, is both teams will look to get a good start, isn't it, Shahid?
Yes, Abdullah. It's a must-win game for both teams, and I think Royal has been playing very well with their backs as well, and then Isipathana, of course, the forwards has been dominating throughout the season, and I think there will be a small change from this in this match as Thenoli De Costa is back on the number 10 jersey and Nimanta Sandeepa is pushed back, so I think there will be an aerial game that Isipathana will be focusing more on to just test the Royal backs, the Royal back three early on in this game.
Some inside information from all our viewers on what Isipathana are likely to do into this game. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think tactics are going to play an important part, isn't it, Shahid? Both teams have their respective strengths. Royal though will try and dominate up front. That's the way they've always won games. Isipathana will try to play the games in the outside channels as much as possible, isn't it? Because that's where they are comfortable. So it could be a real clash of styles as well. And overall, I think it's going to be an absolutely brilliant game today.
But when there's a trophy on offer, both these are always different beasts. The first 20 minutes or so, Abdullah will tell us what kind of game these boys are going to play, but going by how it was played, the weather played out yesterday, there might be showers in the second half or towards the latter part of the first half.
Captain,
we
ready?
don't see any gloomy clouds in the sky right now, but how the weather holds up will also tell you what this game is going to be like. Ishankar Bekun is going to have a huge job on his hands. Second week of the cup segment as Ishankar Bekun blows the whistle as the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy for the year 2026 is underway. Isipathana College go deep right into Royal's half.
No hands.
Royal take it out of the 22, so they can't kick it out on the full. Keeping it with their forwards, Royal College.
Go back, green back.
Vice
Say
captain
green.
Savista Fernando at scrum half will box kick his way out. Take him out of his own half for a second. Dropped. Mistake early on from Shakib Zumri. The chase was right up there, Dinuka Pereira, and that's going to be something that Shakib Zumri will remember, but he needs to brush that one off fast.
Yes, but also very well executed kick by Sasita Fernando, and it was a good chase as well. So Royal getting the first scrum right on the halfway mark. Interesting to see Royal's tactics from this position onwards. It's an interesting formation. Looks like they have brought Hiran to the first receiver position and Simak has moved to the second receiver.
Play on. No, it's okay.
Simak kicks off first phase, but might have just overcooked it. Thought I saw that coming when Simak went into the second receiver position. Bit of a tough angle to kick from for the right kicker, and Simak slices it into touch, so we'll come back to the same place where Simak kicked it from.
Yes, well, an interesting tactic by Royal, getting out to the second receiver to kick it back into the right side. Have a look at that once again. Never an easy thing to do because you are moving against the tide of the ball. Simak never in a position to make that kick. Good pressure applied by Isipathana as well, forcing him to rush it. And now another opportunity for Isipathana.
First Rexona line out of the game. Jayasinghe gets it right. He hits Shakib Zumri. Costa hits the big man Damsara Vitharana with his first carry of the game. Costa. Ball goes out to Luinu Kodituaku, who steps in. Kodituaku always dangerous with ball in hand. Isipathana into the 22 for the first time in this game. Now here's quick ball once again for Vitharana.
Ball is available.
Pimsa finds his fly half. Defense rushes up from Senuja Ranasinghe on Shakib Zumri. Good line speed shown there by the ever reliable flanker for Royal College. And now the other flanker comes right up.
Roll away.
Altaf Aman with a good tackle.
Back, stay back.
Pimsa goes to Nevit Meunaka. Fields the ball for the first time. Now Costa. Kodituaku with a good run. His run is what brought his team into this part of the field. Aman needs to release there. Slowing the ball down is Isipathana College. Here's Nevit Meunaka once again. Royals defense is holding up very well. They're coming up and they're making strong tackles, and it's been pretty physical in these early exchanges. As Vitharana takes it forward once again. He's been carrying strongly in these early exchanges. Here's Costa. Sends it out to Aziz. Defense once again rushing up and shutting out the options here. Now ball into the hands of Taruka Jayavira. Kavaneka Nayaka makes an important tackle.
Balls. Back.
Ball squirts out for Bimsat once again. Here's Shakib Zumri. Doesn't run onto the ball, so he's pushed back behind the gain line. Defense brilliant from Royal College. Altaf Aman. Well, they pushed Isipathana College back around 15 plus meters. Kodituaku took them into the 22. Now they're back on the 40. And Royals defense has held up and has held up with discipline. Haven't given away a penalty advantage. Here's Zumri. And they've stolen the ball here. Brilliant stuff from Royal College. Amarasinghe gets the ball back. And now they kick it deep. Royal College have won that phase of play with some brilliant defense. Sandeepa kicks it through. The player might just have been offside. There should be an advantage for Royal College. No matter how accidental that was, he was definitely offside as Royal recycle quick ball for Simak, who's on the corner, but big tackle. Huge tackle from Abdulaziz. Advantage now for Royal College. And after a long passage of play, Royal College have got a penalty.
So what a brilliant defensive effort by Royal, you'd have to say. And the good thing about that was they constantly came up and put pressure on that Isipathana attack. And what they did was they gave them slow ruck ball, isn't it, Shahid? It was slow ruck ball, so Isipathana just couldn't get any momentum. And that was a really good passage of play. And eventually Royal just managing to steal the ball and eventually winning the penalty.
Early on, it's a strong statement from Royal. They have been solid with their defense. Just making sure they cut out any space that Isipathana would get. Just making sure they get their rush defense on point, cutting down the space for the Isipathana forwards, and that's where they start winning.
First Rexona line out for Royal College, and not 10 meters the Isipathana College line, so Royal are playing with an advantage. They've got the rolling maul set up. Akire Atavara has it at the back of the maul. They've charged on around 10 meters now. Isipathana have no answer
Back, number 4.
for the attack from Royal, and they might just have to use it here. Kavin Jayasinghe may just have come through the sides as well.
No advantage. Go back to the penalty advantage.
There's another penalty coming up, Abdullah, for Royal. Do they go to the line out? The maul was formed pretty well, or do they take the 3?
All back.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'd like to see them going to the post, but no. The way the modern day rugby player thinks is quite different, isn't it? They go for broke.
Number 10.
But interesting that driving ball, wasn't it? Royal putting on a bit of pressure. The penalty, of course, was given that the Isipathana backline, they advanced 10 meters before the line out moved from its original position. And now another opportunity for Royal.
Time off.
I of course strongly agree with the decision of Isipathana going for the line out, because their first line out, very confident, the maul was structured very well and they had their momentum with the maul. So early on would want to cross that whitewash, and I think this is a strong statement from Royal to start off the game.
As I said, the way the modern rugby player thinks, isn't it, Abid?
Well, I would think the same way that Shahid did as well. But a good maul for Royal College early on. This time they hit the jumper once again. Yatavara does well, and they've set it up once again. Royal College are rumbling forward. Isipathana coming through, and they defended pretty well on that occasion, and they stopped them 5 meters short of the line. Now Royal through their forwards. They've got forwards that can break open any defense. Here's one of them. Isipathana offloads it to Altaf Ahmad, and it goes out into touch.
Well, trying the glory pass when under a bit of duress. Pathirana had a couple of players on him, just tried to force the pass, but unfortunately not finding the mark. So Isipathana managed to save off a real threat by Royal. As we have a look at that once again, 3 players on Pathirana. Not quite sure Aman Altaf was expecting the pass, but he also had a tackle on him nonetheless.
And this is what happens most of the schoolboys. Once they see that whitewash, they get excited, try to make it fast to score, and I think Isipathana just didn't get it right at that moment.
Not talking in hindsight, but take the points when it's on offer.
Nimantha Sandeepa is playing with fire here and steps through. Oh my goodness, Isipathana College. They need to try and get out of their own try line here, and somehow they have. Oh my goodness, that was edge of the seat stuff there from Sandeepa. Vitarana now. Isipathana need to try and clear their lines. They'll want Sandeepa back up on his feet as Nevith Meunaka wrestles his way to the ground and gets some good meters. But not before knocking the ball forward. And that little error from Nimantha Sandeepa has put Royal College in real prime position, and Isipathana under a lot of pressure.
Yes, they just need to clear their lines. Is that not quite sure what they were trying to pass the ball in their in-goal line. They did well though eventually to just get out of their goal line, about 5 meters, but they were always under a bit of pressure and eventually knocking the ball on.
Senuja Ranasinghe moves to number 8, and he looks like he's ready for a number 8 break. Takes it, goes. He has the pace on him. That's probably why he was put there, to try and take the flankers out of the equation. Isipathana on the second phase. Just inches short of the line.
Go back, get back.
Royal College's forwards have really come to the party today. Nasir Hanifa carries strongly, and it's held up in goal. Interesting, brilliant stuff from Royal College, but patience is the name of the game, isn't it? Just set it up and try and go another phase, because it seems like Royal definitely can score the way they've started the game.
Yes, a good positive start by Royal. We'll probably feel a little bit aggrieved that they missed a couple of opportunities to get scores on the board, but Isipathana on the other hand will be pretty relieved.
Take it.
Just hold on to the ball, be patient, and once your time comes, you always get the ball. And here's Abdulaziz once again.
Tackle, roll away.
Shane Hiran takes it forward for Royal College. Savista Fernando looks for his options. Now Fernando to Amarasinghe. He's already won a penalty and in defense. Now looking to inject himself in attack. Simak A little bit of space opening up on the outside, but it shuts up quickly. Good drift defense from Isipathana. Now Simak. Good ball once again to his center. Hiruka Jaidino, who has been involved in these early exchanges. Fernando to Simak off the back door. Aman. Gap opening up outside for Royal College. Methuka Vikramaratne.
Play on.
His first carry of the game. Here's Savista Fernando once again swarmed by the Isipathana College defense. It's been very physical in the first 10 minutes of this game, and if that's anything to go by, the remaining 60 minutes are definitely going to be the same. Savista Fernando goes digging for it. Now Hiruka Jaidino, huge tackle on him by Jayavira.
Back.
Fernando looks for his options. Both teams in defense have been very good in attack. They've been looking for the options, but the options haven't come. But now there's something for Royal College to play with as they swing it out wide to Kavan Ekanayaka, who flirts with the touchline and does well to come back in. Simak to Amarasinghe. Good tackle on him by Navid Tahir. And now Isipathana College have turned it over. Here's Vitarana. Need quick ball. Bimsa looks for options. Oh, Isipathana did well to turn the ball over but knocked it on.
Well, terrific defense by both teams, you'd have to say, in this first few minutes. Just realigning extremely quickly and getting off the line and putting on pressure. Not giving any room, isn't it, Shahid? Both teams, the defensive alignment seems to be really, really good.
Mark here.
Yes, I think you can see there's 30 men up on the line, so there's only 2 behind. So I think it's very clear that both teams are here to make sure that you don't give space for anyone. Just making sure they cut down the space, being solid with the defense, both team, and still it's just 12 minutes of the game and there'll be more to see.
Keep your bind.
So the Kawani scrum, feed this time by Royal. They're leading in the scrum count 2-1 as Simak goes low.
Sandeep loses his footing there. Good kick from Simak Shafiq and a net gain for Royal College, maybe around 3 to 5 meters. But Nimantha Sandeep has been put under a lot of pressure early on, Abdullah. And he's one of Isipathana College's main players. And him shutting down means you've shut down Isipathana College to some extent.
Yes, a low kick by Simak. Bounce of the ball. Not working in Sandeep's favour, but he did really well to recover. And now Royal on the move. Going out wide. Patirana bring him into play out wide. Simak going across. Bit of play. Kavan Ekanayaka does really well.
Penalty advantage, offside.
Offside is the call. Isipathana not realigning quick enough. So an advantage play here for Royal. Simak. Nice hands by the Royal three quarters, but once again Isipathana's defense just standing out.
Advantage. Back to the penalty advantage.
So the Isipathana defensive line not retreating behind that last ruck.
Offside.
The defenses from both teams have been very good. The intent has been good. Yes, Isipathana have given away a couple of offside penalties, but the intent has been good. But attacks from both teams haven't been that great, as Simak off your screen has put the ball into touch and gained his team a lot of valuable meters. Royal faithful applaud that one. That was a good kick from Simak Shafiq.
Green your mark.
There's a line out just about 10 meters away from the try line. Really good touch finder by the Royal fly off.
Back.
Royal have had a couple of good Rexona lineouts which they've formed rolling mauls from. This time the collection is not that clean, but this Isipathana breaks on the short side.
Last foot, go back, Green.
Isipathana need to be careful of their defensive line. Altaf Aman.
Back.
Boy, who's always in the wars for the Royalists. Now Patirana once again shrugs past the first tackle and takes around 3 defenders to bring him down.
Back.
Savista Fernando goes digging for it. Simak. Hiruka Jaidulu comes through the back door, but well read there by Isipathana. Isipathana released the man eventually, but they counter attack at ruck time is very good from Isipathana College. Now they need to get out of their own half. They've been stuck on this part of the field for far too long. Tanuka Jayavira, the win 3/4.
No, yellow.
Someone needs to drop back into the pocket. Both the kickers are walking around for Isipathana. Kavin Jayasinghe, has he found himself in front there? Referee lets that one go. And no, he doesn't. This time, he doesn't. Savista Fernando takes it quickly. Here's space on the out for Isipathana. For Royal College, rather. Another advantage given away by Isipathana College in defense. They've been in scrambles. Savista Fernando goes on the short side. Ishen Hiran playing at fullback today. Here's Amarasinghe.
Release, Roy!
Savista Fernando now to Simak Shafiq. Hiruka Jaidulu spots a little gap, but it closes down quickly. Good defense from Jayavira. Savista Fernando sends it to Dinuka Pereira. Gets up and goes once again. Sandeepa brings him to the floor eventually. Fernando to his skipper Padirana. He's met with a good tackle. Now Senuja Ranasinghe. Royal need to try and link up in attack.
Back. Stay back.
Fernando to Amarasinghe. Good line speed from Isipathana College. Manuja Boteju. Some good stuff there. Now the forwards called into act from Royal College. Isipathana's defense has been very good. Akira Yatavara now. Savista Fernando, they go. They switch the sides. What does Ishen Hiran have to offer? Dinuka Pereira steps in. Dinuka Pereira scores the Amana Bank try. Well, it was coming for Royal College. It was just a matter of when. Isipathana College were holding in defense, but they were camped far too long on this part of the field as Dinuka Pereira scores the first Amana Bank try.
Terrific stuff by Royal. Attack after attack. Just felt on that occasion Isipathana was just playing far too much rugby in their own half, wasn't it, Shahid? They needed after a couple of phases to just get it out and just try and get out of the 22. Just that one extra pick and go where Royal were brilliant over the ball, and then a quick tap completely took Isipathana by surprise. And it's Royal who draw first blood with Simak. The conversion attempt is over. So it's Royal
1 minute water break,
who at the end of the first quarter of this game go in with a 7 points to nil lead.
Absolutely brilliant start by Royal. They have been playing their rugby in the right place, attacking well, just have the composure and being patient, build up phases, and I think this is just some individual brilliance by Dinuka Pereira, making sure he has been scoring a lot of tries to Royal, and he knew right where were the whitewashers.
Yes, and a brilliant conversion by Simak as well. Settled into that number 10 position quite well, hasn't he, Abid? Just pulling the strings. Probably just feel he needs to straighten the line a little bit more, if at all. But overall, a good positive start by Royal. Another thing, Shahid, that the Royal have done is they made Isipathana make a lot of tackles in this first quarter, isn't it? So I think it's important from Isipathana's point of view that they do get a bit of possession and just try and spend a bit more time in Royal's half, because in this, it's yet pretty humid. To make so many tackles in that first quarter could have an impact later on in the game.
Yes, for sure. Isipathana has been playing their rugby, I think, almost 80% in this first 20 minutes in the Royal half. So I think they would want to play that territory game a bit more, making sure they get their clearance out as soon as they can. Playing too much rugby inside their 22s. They have been doing their defense very well. They're getting those turnovers, just not making sure that they get the exit right. So I think if that sorts out soon, I think Isipathana could bounce on very soon.
Out.
It hasn't been sorted for the last 2 weeks, Shahid. Isipathana College were guilty of playing in their own half far too much against Trinity as well. This time, the first 20 minutes, Not too sure if our camera crew have had to turn the camera towards the right-hand side of the field since the first 5 minutes, because it has been all Royal.
Green ready.
And more than Royal playing on the right parts of the field, it's been Isipathana playing on the wrong parts of the field. 7 points to nil now. Isipathana need to try and kick this one deep and try and play on the right parts of the field in the next 15 minutes of this half. Here's their centre, Hiruka Jaidinu, who runs it forward. Still inside the 22. Good counter-attack at ruck time from Isipathana College. They've been contesting the breakdowns pretty fiercely. Now Savista Fernando hoists it up in the air to Nimantha Sandeepa, who has to start making some good interventions for Isipathana College.
No hands.
Pimsa to his pop forward, Naveed Tahir. Pimsat once again, little bit static as the ball comes to Nevit Meunaka. Now Costa to Kodituakko Jayavira. Ball into the hands of the other Jayavira. Costa. Visija Imbulgora gets his first carry of the game. Here's the boy that Isipathana would want the ball in the hands of a bit more, Shakib Zumri. Still some good defense from Royal College. Nimantha Sandeepa breaks past the first tackle, skips past the second. Good run from the vice captain for Isipathana College. Now the captain is called into act, but it's a brilliant tackle from Royal. Now Kavin Jayasinghe gets the offload away to Kodituakko, who frees his arms. Here's Jayavira, needs to link up with the other. And there's a penalty coming for Isipathana College. Was that with the tackle? The referees will have a decision to make here.
Number 14. Number 4.
It was intentional, but Isipathana, this is good. Building phases. Nimantha Sandeepa with a brilliant break.
Dangerous. Really bad knock on. It's a yellow card offense.
Well, Dinuka Pereira sent off. It's not with the tackle. It's a deliberate knock-on from the try scorer. So he'll spend 10 minutes in the bin. And Isipathana College are starting to string some phases, Abdullah. They've got themselves now onto the right parts of the field, and they're playing with 15 against 14.
Yes, a crucial 10 minutes for Royal. And they just got to try and control the game. Lost their try scorer to the sin bin. Look at that once again. Good offload. This is where the penalty is happening. Yes, you'd have to say that that was pretty deliberate. Made no attempt to actually catch the ball.
Lots of movement from Isipathana College in the lineup, but Kavin Jayasinghe finds his man at number 4. Now Isipathana looking to give Royal a dose of their own medicine as they start rumbling forward. Royal's small defense is non-existent. Now Shakib Zumri carries it into the 5 meter for Isipathana.
Penalty advantage.
Advantage.
Offside. Penalty advantage.
Offside Royal College. Isipathana need to score from here. Bimsat to Costa. Puts the cross kick in. And it's a huge cross kick that evades everyone into touch, and we'll go back for the penalty.
Yes, so it's kind of a free play for Isipathana. Deciding to use
Number 7 offside.
Kick crossfield like a lot of teams do these days.
Offside. Stay on the line.
It's interesting to see what option Isipathana will take. Will they fancy a line out? Interestingly, going for a scrum. It's not the worst decision considering the fact that Royal will have a player down in the line. Will be on this left wing.
Hurry up. Green, hurry up.
I've seen you many a times, Shahid, in the Isipathana College jersey, sparking magic from 5 meters out. Do the next generation have it in them? Need to score when they have the numbers advantage. There's a short side for Shakib Zumri as well if he wishes to use it. Costa runs across, gives the ball to Kodituakko, but the Royal defense runs up Pretty static, you'd have to say, from Isipathana off first phase ball. But now, Shakib Zumri.
Use it.
Slow ball for Isipathana College as Nevit Meunaka carries strongly and gets the Amana bank try. What a score for Isipathana College. And all they needed to do, Abdullah, was get onto the right part of the field and they have a 5-pointer. Nevit Meunaka comes up with it.
Yeah, brilliant response by Isipathana. Getting close to the post as well. An opportunity to draw equal on the scoreboard. As we have a look at that once again. What power. Good body position, good leg drive. And eventually Royal just unable to stop the big Isipathana prop forward.
This is good from Isipathana, playing in the right part of the field. They know Royal was down by one player. Dimanda Sandeepa adds on a conversion. Yes, playing in the right part of the field, and Isipathana, I think this is what they would want to do throughout the match. They've got the big forwards. Nevit Meunaka, of course, has scored many tries from that very area he just scored right now. And I think territory will be the name of the game today.
Well, exactly, that's what it's going to be all about, territory. Nothing separating these two teams. Defenses will have to hold strong. Isipathana, how they respond from this restart with the numbers advantage as well. Still Dinuka Pereira in the bin as Simak restarts. No one wants the ball from Isipathana College as Nimanta Sandeepa has to clear it up from fullback.
Release it! Release all away! Back. Use it!
Taking it slow here, try scorer Mevnaka looking to make the angle better, hopefully for a willing kicker. Still no one dropping back in the pocket for Isipathana. Now there's someone in the pocket, Bimsat. Finds Sandeepa, who gets back up on his feet and puts a kick through and doesn't release the pressure too much. It's on the 22-meter line.
Yes, good gain for Royal, you'd have to say. For Royal, they just got to be smart now. They just got to hold on to possession and try and spend as much time in the 22. A line out right on the 22 here.
I think there was good pressure build up from the Royal flanker.
Yeah.
Even in the scrum, previous scrum where Nimanda Sandeepa just couldn't get the ball, the exit. Good pressure from Royal.
Akira Yatavara's line out is messed up by Shakib Zumri. Was waiting until he intervened at line out time. Taps the ball back, but Royal somehow have come away with it. Good pressure at rock time. That's a part of the game that Isipathana College have really contested. It's the breakdown.
Go back.
They need to be careful of that offside line. Not get on the bad books of the referee. Nasir Hanifa carries strongly for Royal College. This is spotted in a fence of Costa. But Costa over the ball. Has to release. Hands were on the floor. Into the 22 now, Royal College. Still keep it with their forwards. Some good work. Once again at the breakdown. Simak slices a kick through. Maybe option should have been to take the mark as the Royal College defense comes up. But it's a high tackle. So Dilum Senadirage will have to count his lucky stars there. The Royal defense was right up on him. But a high shot.
Yeah, well, I don't think that was the best option by Simak. He tried the kick, but probably he needn't have given it so much height, isn't it? It just gave the Isipathana winner ample time to read it and get back and collect it. So just don't think that was the correct decision by the Royal fly half.
I was not quite sure with what Dilum Senadira did right there. Just should have taken the free kick. Should have marked the ball, and I think he was lucky there to get a penalty.
End. Doctor Balamu. Doctor Podain, Loki Podain. Black.
Seems like
Enter.
Abekon wants to just do a mandatory.
Captain.
Looks like it's a blood injury.
Right. මේ මැසේජ් එක දීලා ගිහලා PCI ලා අනවශ්‍ය විදිහට කරදර කරනවා. ડોක්ටර් ඉන්නවනේ. බලලා ගියා ඒ වාගේ මැසේජ් එක දීලා.
Referee Abekon instructing the Isipathana skipper to just tell the Isipathana physio to take things a bit easy. So Isipathana an opportunity here. Get out of that 22.
Time back on.
So already 28 minutes into this first half. 7 points all. Royal down a player as well. As Sandeepa finds a really good touch, drives play into the Royal half. Wonderful kick by the Isipathana fullback.
Well, he really has to come into the game, isn't it, for Isipathana College? He has a big boot on him. He just showed that he has a big boot on him. He needs to start using that boot a bit more effectively, just like he did here. This is the high shot. Correctly so as well. Tilum Senadirage was caught high there. Now Isipathana College, last time they came onto this part of the field, they strung up a few phases and got a try through Nevit Meunaka. Kavin Jayasinghe.
Get back.
5 lineouts to 2 as Shakib Zumri goes up, but this time they lose the lineout and Royal College swinging the ball out wide to Kavan Ekanayaka. The speedster is brought down in a good tackle by Taruka Jayavira, and Isipathana have won the penalty. Well, that's the part of the game that they've contested really well, Shahid. And Isipathana winning a penalty on the ground.
Yes, brilliant stuff by Nimanta Sandeepa. Just waited until he goes to the attacker, go to the ground. Was perfect with his body position. And just as you said, Abid, yes, they have been competing in every breakdown. It's good signs because Royal has been attacking well, but when you got defense like this, it's good signs for Isipathana.
It's a really good read by Sandeepa, because what Isipathana, the right wing, did extremely well was he got away from the ruck, isn't it? So that permitted Sandeepa to contest at the breakdown and did just enough to get his hands on the ball for the referee to penalise Royal.
Back three doing some work of the Lucy's there for Isipathana College. And the line out is not a good one. Crooked throw.
Line out or scrum.
Roll up for the scrum, so Isipathana College don't get the line out right. It's still 7-7, 5 minutes to go until half-time, Abdullah.
Yes, interesting to see that line out again. The pressure applied by Royal at the front of the line out, forcing Isipathana hooker to go crooked.
Set. Steady.
Savista Fernando to Simak, who kicks it off first phase to Jayavira, who comes rushing in and runs right into his opposite number, Senuja Ranasinghe. Well, if Isipathana College can do it at the breakdown, Senuja Ranasinghe can do it even better. Gets the penalty.
Yes, well, that was copybook again. If we can just have a look at that, it was not just Senuja going over the ball, but how the tackler rolled away as well, isn't it? That's where you work as a tandem at the breakdown. Copybook stuff by Royal. And Simak once again just put it into touch just outside the 22. Just have a look at that once again. Brilliant collection by the Isipathana.
Number 32.
Jayavira.
Number 32. Blood
Now look at Ekanayaka, how quickly he rolled away. There was no player there. Slowly got away. Well, actually, there weren't any players contesting for the ruck, isn't it? So that just enabled Ranasinghe to play. So Pereira is back in the field. So Royal are back to their full complement of players. Bari, clean line out take. Now Royal just trying to employ that driving maul, inching their way forward. Isipathana desperately holding on.
Same maul.
Same maul is the call. Now Royal getting a bit of momentum. They got that full 8 into the action.
Advantage.
Isipathana
Number 7 collapse. Number 7 collapse.
tracking behind. Another advantage. So it could be a bit of trouble here for Isipathana. The Royal forwards really marching towards the line. And it's unfortunately being held up. Royal really needed to do better on that occasion to put the finishing touches. It's so much of hard work almost from outside the 22 and to go over the line and to be held up. Desperately disappointing, although they will have a penalty advantage in their favour.
Royal College marched on about 20 meters. This time they've gone to touch once again off the penalty, and now they have to march on only 5 meters. But like Abdullah said, they have to put the finishing touches on the good work that they have done. 2 minutes remaining on our clock before half-time. Isipathana will have to be careful in maul defense this time. They don't want to give away a penalty try. Royal secured off the line out. No contest from Isipathana as Royal set it up once again. The base is very good, but Isipathana, will they be able to hold on as Royal start rumbling forward? This time it's more controlled and it's an Amana Bank try. Akire Atavara denied the first time, and Royal College at the brink of half-time have got a 5-pointer.
That's absolutely crucial score. Just once Royal got the clean line out and just took those first 2 or 3 steps forward, there was no stopping them, and you just felt the Isipathana pack knew it as well, wasn't it, Shahid? 5 meters away, it was going to be very difficult and a very important score for Royal, you'd have to say. Just on the stroke of half-time, take the lead, will definitely make them so much more comfortable. Simak with the opportunity to extend this lead to 7 points. Strikes it brilliantly well. Fortunately, just veers away. So looks like we'll have just one more play before half-time.
Royal have been consistent with their rolling maul, I believe. Whenever they came into that 22,
1 minute more.
They had 4 directional line-outs, and I think all 4 they set the rolling maul, and the base, you can see how well their base has been set, and they know what they're doing.
No.
The tight 5 is doing a lot of work there.
Yes, Yatavara at the back of the maul, benefiting from good drive by the Royal 8.
Isipathana will want to try and get some points in this minute that's remaining. Royal will want to see off the threat.
Back.
Outside the 22, Royal College. Now Isipathana's defense that has been coming up strongly.
Second in. Stay back. Use it.
Fernando can't kick it out on the full as he puts it up in the air for Sandeepa. The referee has seen something. There might be a play on the ground. Looks like it's a Royalist on the ground. Doesn't look too pretty.
Not quite sure what happened there.
Last play.
Just have a look at that once again. Rana Singha doing well. Just wonder with that initial contact at the point of the tackle, was the reason for Rana Singha to stay down, or if he was the player. Let's have a look.
I think it's the center, Hiruka Jaidino. I think it was that initial contact. Abdullah might have hit him a bit too hard, so doctors come on. quick assessment on the field, but after this assessment, what kind of option does referee Abekon go for will be an interesting one. Royal kicked the ball away, Sandeepa collected it, so it might just be a scrum where Sandeepa collected it.
Scrum down.
Yes, it is a scrum where Sandeepa collects the ball, so probably one last roll of the dice for Isipathana. Yes, it is. 12 points to 7. Isipathana scored a try when they were man up. Royal, as soon as they get their full complement, score a try through their forwards. 4 Kawani scrums to Royal against Isipathana's 2.
Bye. Set. Steady.
Good position of the field for Isipathana to try and launch a first phase back line play. When they go to the boot, or they find some space in the Royal College defense, Sandeepa collects. Into the 22 now, Isipathana College. Now there's space for Jaivir on the out. Simak Shafiq needs to make the tackle. Jaivir stopped for a second. Oh, fingernail biting stuff here in the last play of the first half. Kodituaku carries.
Advantage. Offside.
Advantage for Isipathana College. Now space out wide. Doesn't take the option. Naveed Tahir was not the man. Isipathana wanted the ball in. Now Zumri playing with advantage. Isipathana College. Now the try scorer, Nevik Nevlaka. Isipathana have done well to come onto this part of the field. They need to go back with points. Sandeepa. What a collection from that boy, but the ball squirts out of the ruck and we go back for the penalty. Royal College need to dig deeper in defence, Abdullah.
Yes, brilliant defence, but Isipathana have another roll of the dice, as you said, Shahid.
Number 1 offside.
Isipathana decide to take the short tap.
They go quickly through their centre. It's Abdul Aziz. Abdul Aziz, does he dot the ball down? Might just go for a TMO referral here. And the senior man doesn't seem like he's too convinced that he's kept the ball down, but it's a decision for the referees just before half-time.
Yeah, well, the body language was a bit of a give-away, wasn't it, Shahid?
On-field
just saw the Royal player.
No try, held up. Can you check the grounding, please?
On-field decision is no try. This has really become an art in itself, isn't it, Shahid, in the modern day player, just to how to get under the ball carrier to ensure that he doesn't ground it.
Yes, I think it's used more with the players because back in the day, if it's a held up, you get a 5-meter scrum for the opposition. But now you just get the ball back that you can clear out with a kick-off. So I think that's a tactic everyone uses these days. There's Abdul Aziz. Clearly, the Royal Dean was not 5. There is an advantage playing. Abdul Aziz fighting his way.
Held up.
Well, you'd have to say brilliant work by Royals hooker Yatawara, Akira Yatawara. Just got in underneath Abdul Aziz.
Okay.
Just having a look at it, Yatawara getting himself right under the ball carrier, isn't it, Shahid?
Okay, thank
Aziz
you.
desperately trying to wriggle his way, but probably Yatawara being the bigger made player was always going to be a difficult task.
Is there a penalty advantage coming up for Isipathana College? I thought I saw referee Abekon's arm go out for an advantage.
Captain. Number 9. Number 9.
It doesn't look like it's going to be good for Savis Fernando.
Not 10 meter. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
The Royal College will lose their vice captain in the dying embers of the first half, and they'll have to defend with 14 and not allow Isipathana to go over the line. And Isipathana, if they can score this try, they'll be the happier team going into Lemons.
Not 10 meters.
Isipathana up for the scrum with Savis Fernando gone. Shakib Zumri will be licking his lips on the short side. Sinuja Ranasinghe will have to make an important tackle.
On the stroke of half time, you have 10 minutes in that second half to attack. No option. Interesting play set up here.
Scrum off goes to flanker. Flanker goes to number 8. Number 8 plays at scrum off. Here's Shakib Zumri on the short side. Zumri. Well, the positional shift doesn't pay off in the first phase. Will it pay off in the phases to follow for Isipathana College? Another penalty advantage.
Other side flanker.
Bimsat goes to Costa. Oh, space for Isipathana College. Defense rushes up. Dilum Senadirage in the corner. Isipathana College equalized at the stroke of half time. Fingernail biting stuff here in the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Dilum Senadirage scores a 5-pointer.
Brilliant stuff by Isipathana. Just thought Shakib Zumri went over with the positional change, but just held the composure and had position, made sure they send the ball wide first phase, and Dilum Senadirage, the youngster, gets one under his name as well.
Yes, once again Isipathana exploiting that extra man out wide, isn't it, Shahid? Bit too narrow in defense, and Isipathana using the space out wide to good effect. And Sandeepa now to give Isipathana an opportunity to go into half time with the lead, but it's not to be, so it will be 12 points all going into half time. And what a first half it's been. Royal probably dominating that first passage of play, but you'd have to say 2 yellow cards in that first half, proving costly for Royal. And now coming to that second half, in the first 8 minutes or so, they will need to once again manage being a player down. So an exciting first half comes to an end. Nothing to choose from both these teams going into that second half. And what a Milroy Fernando encounter it has been.
It has been all defense, isn't it, Abdullah? And it looks like it's going to be all defense in the second half as well. 12 points all. Isipathana score just at the stroke of half time to level terms as the players go into the sheds, and we take a breather as well here on the Papare. But second half action coming up. Do not go anywhere.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume youth එකට go එකක්.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට ඕනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්, ග්‍රවුට්, වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින්, ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Welcome back to Havelock Park. The Major Milroy Fernando Trophy always gives you edge of the seat rugby action, and the first half gave us exactly that. I have Abdullah Yusuf with me in the comm box alongside Shahid Zumri. Nothing separating the two teams, Abdullah. How do you see this second half going after a very, very mouth-watering first half?
Well, everything that we have expected from a Royal Isipathana encounter we saw in that first half. Royal drawing first blood, a brilliant finish by Dinuk Pereira. Putting Royal on the scoreboard first. Simak with a brilliant conversion as well. But as you would expect, Isipathana bouncing back, offloading at the correct time. And this is the first yellow card. The try scorer Pereira being shown the door, and wonderful bit of work by Nevit Mevnaka going over for Isipathana's first score. Comfortably converted by Sandeepa. Then Royal with a brilliant driving maul, challenging Isipathana's maul defense, managing to get their second Amana Bank try. And then on the stroke of half-time, Royal suffering from after conceding another yellow card. It was held up, but subsequently that was when Royal lost their vice-captain to the sin bin. And in the subsequent play, Isipathana exploiting the space out wide. Wonderful bit of hands by Sandeepa for the Isipathana wing. Senadira to put the finishing touches. Conversion was not successful. So we start the second half just the way we commence this match. Both teams on even keel and everything to play for.
Hello, Captain, ready?
The sun was blazing down here at Havelock Park, but slowly a cloud forms up in the sky as Simak Shafiq hoists the kick to start the second half. Nothing separating the two teams.
Taken in, did.
Changing the position of scrum half, Yenush comes on. He's been a boy that has really impressed me. Youngster. Ball into the hands of Patirana, who bumps past Jai Singh's tackle and takes about 3 men to bring him down. Royal are without their scrum half as well, so Hiran from fullback comes to play at the base. Now pass goes to Diruka Pereira, one of the most dangerous runners in this league, into the 22. Hiran hits an on-rushing Patirana. Over the ball, Kavin Jayasinghe has won the penalty. Tad isolated there, Disas Patirana when he ran through. And Kavin Jayasinghe wins an important penalty.
Yeah, brilliant work defensively by Isipathana. Patirana just making a bit of ground, but unfortunately the tracking players were not good enough to support him. And Isipathana managing to win the penalty.
Well, not great at all from Isipathana College. Needed to get that one out into touch. Space in the middle of the Pathana defense.
Back, get back. Use it.
Hiran. Simak to Pathirana. Pathirana to Ranasinghe, who looks to shrug off the tackle of Shakib Zumri. Isipathana need to be careful in defence, giving away quite a few offside penalties as Nasir Hanifa carries it forward. Now Hiran. Off the back toe to Jayadinu. Royal ran forward without the ball there, but Kavan Ekanayaka comes to secure the ball. Yuidu Kodituaku has come through to steal the ball back and not rolling away. Another penalty for Isipathana College side.
Earlier on, Nimanda Sandeep missing a touch, but Isipathana's defense has been held.
Number 13.
This will be a question. They have been defending a lot in the first half and even in the first few minutes in the second half. They will want to attack more, put Royal under pressure early on in this first half. Royal is under a yellow card, playing with 14 men. Isipathana would want to attack as much as they can.
As well, Royal just trying to spread the ball. Unfortunately, that last pass not going to hand.
Hurry up.
Both teams have really been quick to pounce at the breakdown, isn't it? Just the teams, if they haven't tracked the ball carrier, both teams have been quick to get their hands at ruck time legally and win the penalty for their respective sides.
Sajid Zumri has come on for Isipathana College in the forwards as his brother wins it at the front of the line out. This time they set it up and they've got a good first shove on, as Pathirana is the only defender in the Royal Mall as the rest of them track back and now hit Isipathana College.
Penalty advantage.
Advantage for Isipathana College. Zumri puts an offload through to his brother. In the 22 now, Isipathana College. But when they've come onto this part of the field, when they've come on into their 22, they've gone back with points in the first half. They've seldom come into this part of the field, but when they have come, it has counted. Here's Aziz to Costa. Costa gives it out to Senadirage for his double. Senadirage just caught short, inches short. Here's Yenush at scrum half. To Zumri, steps on his right foot, runs into the Royal College defence, and now Shakib Zumri. Good line speed from Royal College. Mevnaka, the try scorer, looking for his double this time, and there's a knock on ripped by Disas Pathirana, and we go back for the penalty. The maul was functioning very well. Abdullah, do they go for another maul? But they have the numbers advantage. They can go for a scrum as well, but they should go for the maul.
Number 7.
Well, one thing they definitely won't be doing is going to the post. But yes, Isipathana applying the pressure. I just think Royal just haven't been smart enough just to control possession, isn't it? They've got to be smart on that. They've got a player down. Just try and run the clock down as much as possible. But this is a really good driving maul by Isipathana.
Yes, just sucking the forwards, creating some phases. That was from far side.
Yes, Senator Ranasinghe, the guilty party. Absolutely no reason to do that. Rush of blood, you'd have to say.
From Isipathana's point of view, Abdullah, I think they have been good with the forwards, making sure they attack the wide channel with the backs in the second half, because Royal is one man down and they have been spreading the ball wide, and Dilum Senadiro just missing the whitewash with an inch. But this is good for Isipathana, just playing in the right part of the pitch, and will want to make sure they come out with points.
Yes, you'd have to say Isipathana have been smart in that aspect, isn't it? Whenever Royal have gone down, they have made use of that extra man out wide. And they've read that really well. They've really forced Royal to scramble, and they've also managed to score 2 tries during those periods when Royal were a man down.
A blue card for Dilum Senadirage, denied of a try. It has been shown the blue card, so he will sit this game out and a couple more games as well, subject to confirmation. But he was just short of the line there, Shahid. He just spinned his ears back and just went. That boy has some very good pace. You saw that against Sri Sumangala College. But he does have some good wheels.
Time back on.
It was a good rolling maul from Isipathana College. Rana Singh came through the sides as Nimanta Sandeep thumps it into touch. No prizes for guessing what they're going to do from this line out.
Just think Royal need to take a chance and just try and contest this line out, isn't it, Abid? Right, Bari has been really good in that two position, but they decided to just let Isipathana be and try and block the maul.
Here's a second shot from Isipathana College as Kavin Jayasinghe goes through. But that was legal from Royal College. The maul broke up. Now Zumri running laterally. The two number 8s lock horns there. Zumri came up second best. Pick and go from Risija Ibugoda.
Back, last foot, stay back.
There's another good carry from Isipathana. Now Yenush to Nimanta Sandeepa, who seems to have come into the first 5-8 position. Hits Yuvindo Kodituakko, who is a very strong boy. And now Yenush once again goes digging for it and just knocks the ball on the turf.
Yes, just took his eyes off the ball, did Methupa Bimsat. Or was it Padmit's Yenush Shevan, the replacement scrum half.
He was not the only one who took his eyes away from that. Referee Abekon also looked the other way, but managed to catch that somehow. The youngster has come on. He injects a lot of pace into the game, Shahid.
Keep it behind. Flanker. Number 9.
Wholesale changes in the back line for Isipathana, positional and tactical. As Simak releases the pressure just momentarily. As Royal get back their full complement of players, Savista Fernando is back on the park.
Yes, well, Royal have played 20 minutes of this 42 minutes with 14 players. And in that time, they've conceded the 12 points, so need to brush up on their discipline a bit. They played the majority of the last game as well with 14 players after getting a red card against the Thomians, but I don't think they'd want to test that theory out too often. Definitely not against this Isipathana outfit.
Stay.
Now Royal will seem like they want to contest this line out. Shakib Zumri wins it at the front. Here's Sandeepa, who spots a little gap between the line out and the Royal College line. Now need to spread it out. Isipathana College, Abdul Aziz takes it into contact.
No. Back.
Naveed Tahir runs onto the ball, but he's met with a good tackle. Vitarana, defense rushing up from Isipathana and on Isipathana College, Senuja Ranasinghe. Now Kavin Jayasinghe gets the offload through, and was that another hand? Now quick ball out wide for Jayavira, who skips past the first, skips past the second, but not going to get past this Aspatira's arm that brings him down. Mevnaker runs hard and strong into the Royal defense. Yenush, static ball for Isipathana College. Not running forwards, they're running backwards here. Very good line speed from Royal College. Yenush once again to a static ball carrier. This time it's the try scorer, Nevit Mevnaker. Now Sandeepa. Now they're injecting pace. Costa to Zumri.
Back. Use it.
No scrum off for Isipathana. Yenush took his own sweet time there, but Now Shakib Zumri releases it off the turf. Akire Adavara has put a hand in there, but Isipathana have come away with it. Here's Shakib Zumri once again. This good continuation of play from Isipathana. There's loads of space out wide. Kavin Jaising, a pass had to go.
Play on.
Releases, goes up once again. Patirana may have forced a knock on, but it's ripped. So Isipathana, Nimanta Sandeepa into the 22 now. Isipathana. Now they're finding a bit of life in their attack with Arana. Swings the pass out wide to Costa, who comes back in. Now Abdulaziz steps off his right foot, runs into an on-rush in Dinuka Pereira. Yanush, quick ball, Zumri sends maybe the pass out a bit too late to Navid Tahir, who gets the ball eventually. Now Shakib Zumri. Yanush to Nevit Mevnagar. Still stays on his feet, the prop forward. Yanush to Sandeepa. Sandeepa spots a gap. Nimanta Sandeepa for the line. Isipathana College, have they got the try that gets them into the lead? Well, they strung long phases there, Shahid, and have they scored a try that gives them the lead for the first time in this game?
I think he did ground it. Yes, the assistant referee has said so. Wonderful bit of work by Sandeepa. Brilliant work by Isipathana. Wave after wave, just thought Royal's defense was hanging in there, but eventually wilting, and Isipathana just finding the gap at the crucial moment for Sandeepa to put the finishing touches.
Should have scored it a few spaces earlier, but just couldn't get the ball to the space. But what good thing that Isipathana did was they had the position, they held their composure, made sure they are attacking, having the ball. And Nimanta Sandeepa, of course, absolutely brilliant, individual brilliance from
Number
there.
4. Number 4. Change coloring. Change.
Well, that's a very important score in the context of the game as the goal conversion goes through as well. It's 19 points to 12, Abdullah. Well, if there's one thing that this Royal College team can do, that is to mount a comeback, and they've done that a couple of times this season. Costa with the conversion. Just 7 points in it. But there was a player that went down from Royal College there that just opened the gap for Sandeepa to go through, and there were a few breaks from Sandeepa in that phase of play. And a few positional shifts from coach Sanat Martis to put Costa back to fullback and Sandeepa into first receiver seems to have paid off in these early exchanges. Now Royal, for the first time in this game, are trailing as Simak Shafiq restarts proceedings. Mr. Imbulgoda is met with a good tackle. Sandeepa was carried out of the pitch. Aman Altaf
Use it!
doesn't win the ball on the ground, thought he did for a second.
Use it!
This boy has come on and put on a lot of pace in this Isipathana College attack as Pisas Patirana. It's met with a good tackle, and who else is going to make the tackle? It's Nimanta Sandeepa. He's been everywhere.
Release it, roll away!
Ranasinger now releasing the ball. Now there's space out wide for Royal. They give it out to Dinuka Pereira. He's always going to be the first tackler and also the second. Here's Simak. There's no one at home for Isipathana. Simak with a very good kick. But again, who comes to the rescue? It's Nimanta Sandeepa. Where did that boy turn up from? But turns up in time. There's a player on the turf and has referee Abekon called for a penalty, but that was a very good decision from Simak to put the kick in. There was no one home for Isipathana.
Yes, the decision was correct, but I thought the follow-up was not good enough. Simak kicked it himself. I thought the outside backs did not react to that kick quick enough. Good vision by the Royal fly half, but again, take nothing away from the cover defense of Sandeepa.
TMO.
Silent.
Please check any foul play. Last play.
I think going through an injury. Not quite sure what happened there. But once again, Simak, he knew there was space, there was no one behind. Just didn't have the communication with his centers.
I think they're trying to check if he was taken out. Was there a change of direction from any of the Royal players? Here's the kick.
Nah. No incident. Fine.
I think everyone was going for the ball there, so what do they come back for is the question. Could be a scrum for Isipathana. Good quick TMO referral, and we come back with the correct decision.
Captain. ඔයාලගේම ප්ලේයර්ස් දෙන්නගේ ඇඟට වැදිලා තමයි එයා වැටෙන්නේ. කිසිම ෆවුල් එකක් නැහැ. ස්ක්‍රම් ඩවුන් එකකින් පටන් ගන්නවා. ක්ලියර්නේ? Okay. Vote out please. Vote out. Green ball. Stop. Scrum down.
High intensity stuff, isn't it, Abdullah? Havelock Park has seen some brilliant games between Royal and Isipathana. Game in 2024 was won by Isipathana College. The man to my left won the game for Isipathana with an important penalty. Last year it was a last minute try from Royal College. Well, this year, what could you say? We're probably in for another last minute thriller as Isipathana don't find touch of the kick and kick it into the hands of Simak.
Back.
Ishan Hiram now moves to fullback. Kavin Jayasinghe over the ball. Doesn't survive the contest. That may have been a penalty for Isipathana if he did survive. Amar Singh now off the back door to Hiruka Jaidinu. Kavan Ekanayaka collects the ball and comes back in, but he's knocked the ball forward. But it's going to be a test of defense, isn't it? It's going to be a test of defense, and which team can spring something in attack, that team is going to win the game.
It's an unforced error by Ekanayaka. It's been really good for all this season, unfortunately. Just losing the ball in contact. Nice slow tackle.
Number 9.
There's a clear mismatch there. Kodituakku, one of the biggest players in the pitch. Once again, Isipathana, after scoring, they have been playing rugby inside their half. Will want to make sure they exist.
They hit Kodituakku once again. Maybe want the ball in his hand a bit more often. But there may have been a big collision there. It's passion, isn't it? It's all passion. I'm pretty sure he's just hoping that he doesn't go off with a blue card.
I think his initial reaction was he thought that there is going to be a concussion test, but I just think it's just a blood injury which they want cleaned up. I don't think there's anything more than that.
Man, the passion in these players, isn't it? They just want to stay on this pitch.
The physicality of this encounter today, isn't it? Both teams really throwing everything at each other in defense. 19-12 may be the score, but the defensive effort of both these teams today has been top-notch.
Head contact. TMO. Any foul player? Yellow number 7.
Checking on the actions of a very important player for Royal. Tackle from Rana Singh off his flank on Kodituakku.
They are bendel here. Make it one more replay. Number 7. Red to yellow. Right. Oh, penalty only. Number 7. Right, agreed.
Important moment in the game here. Extremely important moment in the game. This conversation that you're going to hear is going to tell you what kind of fate Royal are going to have for the next 10 minutes. They've already lost 2 players to the bin. If my eavesdropping is right, there just might be another yellow card, but we'll listen in.
Number 7. Yellow number 7. Yellow number 7. Yellow number 7. Captain, 2 captains. Head contact එකක් තියෙන්නේ. low යන නිසා ඒක red card එකකින් ඉඳන් mitigate කරනවා yellow card එකකට. මොකද player ගේ safety එක.
Well, despite you in the Kodituakku going low and Senuja Ranasinghe also going low, Ranasinghe sees yellow. So Ranasinghe will sit 10 minutes in the bin, and that's an important moment in this game, Abdullah.
Time back on.
Absolutely crucial. You need a player like Ranasinghe on the park.
Head contact.
And Sandeepa finds touch. Good work by Sandeep sending play almost to the halfway mark, and Royal for the 3rd time in this game will be down to 14 players.
And they've lost players in the most important positions, isn't it? They've lost one of their key runners in Dinuka Pereira. They conceded a try. They lost their vice captain, the scrum half. They conceded a try. Now they lose one of their best defenders in Senuja Ranasinghe.
Yellow. Wait.
5 Rexona lineouts to 8 for Royal College. And Isipathana, if they can score in this 10-minute period, that will make Royal College have to work extra hard after Ranasinghe comes back. But if Royal can score with a man down, that will just show ultimate grit. Wayward passes out wide for Isipathana, but somehow they find their win 3/4 that has just come on. Yenush to Vitarana. Now Yenush once again. That boy has come on and provided quick ball for Isipathana. Now Jayavira stops for a second, but is met with a good tackle. Brilliant defense from Kavan Ekanayaka. Well, that boy is absolute dynamite.
Yes, well, plays well above his size, you'd have to say. Really good for Royal on that left wing. Good defensive work. Isipathana, very clear what they're trying to do, trying to go end to end. It's good tackling technique as well by Ekanayaka. So Royal have opted for a short line out.
No Ranasinghe to jump in the line out, and Yatavara doesn't hit his mark as Isipathana have the option of the line out and the scrum. But what do they do from here, Shahid? No Senuja Ranasinghe on the pitch, and something is working for Isipathana right now. They're attacking well.
Exactly, Abid. They're sending the ball wides, getting the job done from the win 3/4. I think Will just want to hold on to the position. Jafra just slipping. There, brilliant tackle by the Royal win 3, but Isipathana will just want to build phases. Royal missing one of their best defenders, so Isipathana will just want to hang on to position and attack as much as they can.
And that's exactly what they've done. They've been building phases, and if they can do so, This time they kick it into space once again, and Nimantha Sandeepa collects. That might just be
advantage.
Something that the referees would want to have a look at. Quick ball. Abdul Aziz to Shakib Zumri. Zumri runs across field. Something that he's been doing continuously in this game. Costa at first receiver this time. Passes it to one of his players, but the pass is a bit too harsh. And Sandeepa just bolted out of the stables and won that ball. And another conversation between the two referees.
Just a penalty only. Captain.
Well, once again, Royal struggling with the chip ahead, isn't it? I just felt Pereira needed it to charge in and try and collect that ball on the full. Just let it bounce, and wonderful chase by Sandeepa.
I think it's very simple stuff because Royal has been having those 4 defenders in the front. So it's just 2 defenders on the back end. There's always space. And with Nimantha Sandeepa chasing, of course, I think that's a good option to take.
And that's when Savista Fernando from scrum half has to work extra hard running that line behind the defensive line. He was there, but couldn't intervene properly as Isipathana College set it up this time, and they've set it up brilliantly well. Ball is not transferred yet. It's in the hand of the lock forward, Damsara Vitharana. Oh, that's a try. Shakib Zumri gets the score. Royal down a man, and for the 3rd time, Isipathana College have made them pay, and this time it's the captain. It's 24-12.
Well, Shakib Zumri making full use of his reach, stretching out, just thought he had fallen short, but these long levers using it to maximum effect. Brilliant stuff by the Isipathana skipper. Just felt here there was another Zumri who looked like he had scored the try along with him, wheeling him over. And Shahid, is that the final nail in Royal's coffin?
I don't think so, Abdullah. There's still plenty of time remaining. Royal has been in these moments, while Telnadi Costa will want to make it a 2 full scoring game.
The heavens open up here at Havelock Park. The kick doesn't go through from Costa. But there's something that Shakib Zumri does. We'll have a replay of that try once again if possible. He runs across, and the player next to the ruck needs to stay there. If not, they're not going to be able to make the tackle. Shakib Zumri runs across and just scores the try. And that was the man that was right next to the ruck that had to take him. But Zumri playing a very, very good hand here for Isipathana College.
Right, play.
The previous scrum that Isipathana got, they shifted their halves, so they're shifting their players nicely. And Royal don't seem to have an answer in this second half. It's 24-12, 12 points in it.
Green back.
As Costa from his own half thumps it out into touch.
So Royal just need now to throw everything in these final few minutes.
Keep him up.
With the rain pouring down, I think Royal will want to score as soon as they can. With a man down, if they score, that will play a huge part with their confidence as well. Royal sets up the line out.
Ball doesn't move forward, so Fernando asked to use it. Simak runs across and hits his centre, who has not done a lot of running today, Nimsara Praveen, and they lose it off the base, Royal College. But Pereira clears up, but not before the Isipathana College defence is right on him. Good tackle from the boy in the 22 jumper. Taruka rips this time. Good intervention from Navid Tahir, and Imulgura has got the ball, and now Isipathana seem like they want it. And once again, there's a stray hand from Royal College, and things are just going from bad to worse for the boys from Reed Avenue.
Captain.
Well, now it's not 14-man Royal, it's 13-man Royal that has to dig deep. And they lose their centre.
Time back
it's
on.
Hiruka Jaidulu who goes off, and another one of those key players. And Royal's discipline has really let them down in this game.
Well, Royal definitely chancing the arm. It's just not worked today. Yes, they did it last week, playing probably about 55 minutes of the game with a man down. But that was, you have to say, intentional, and I don't think referee Abekon could have had any other option but to show a yellow card. So Royal now down to 13 players as the heavens have opened here at Havelock Park.
Isipathana have gone to the maul in the second half, and the maul has worked brilliantly well. This time Royal come through. They're able to present it once again. Here's one of those try scorers. Isipathana have got the bonus point. That's brilliant work on the ground. Raid Mausuf comes on and makes some good work on the breakdown.
A brilliant work by the replacement prop forward. Got himself in a very good position, did Mausuf. Royal now just need to try and get back in to the Isipathana half. Simak does find touch, but not with much distance.
Green number 11.
But it's not the conditions you want to be chasing again, isn't it, Shahid? It's going to be very hard for Royal to try and spread the ball in these kind of situations. 2 scores behind. Brilliant.
It's been that defensive game, Abdullah. Everyone, both teams has been competing in those breakdown situations. There's a lot of turnovers that has been in this match, particularly in the breakdown situation. So I think Royal not easy to launch from their own half with this weather condition. It's pouring really hard here. Brilliantly done by Zumri.
Vitarana gets it and Jaivira runs onto the ball. Very good work from Zumri. And now Royal playing with 13. They're going to have to dig extra deep in defense.
No.
They're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat rather if they're going to win this game in attack. Kavin Jayasinghe swing it out to Taruka, who steps into the field of play. Taruka once again steps. Isipathana College on the move. 5 meters short. Just stopped in his tracks there. Zumri for his second. Just short of the try. Zumri gets another. And that should be curtains. Isipathana College have turned up. And boy, do they want this Milroy Fernando trophy.
Absolutely brilliant by Isipathana. Once again, spreading the ball out wide, making use of those extra yards. They have open spaces, creating face after face. And once again, Isipathana skipper on hand. To this time, you'd have to say, Shahid put the final nail in Royal's coffin.
Was wondering why he was running lateral throughout the game. He's been finding those areas to attack, but just scored 2 tries by doing that. For sure he knows where the gap is and how to score tries. And here's Nimanda Sandeepa lines up for the goal conversion. Brilliant stuff by Nimanda Sandeepa.
Well, is this redemption from Isipathana College? They were heavily beaten in that semi-final against Royal in the President's Trophy. And this time, they've really downed their opposition. 29 points to 12. Everything going right for Isipathana. And in this second half, they've come with a plan, Abdullah. And that plan has just worked brilliantly well.
Yes, you'd have to say so. 12 all at half time. They haven't let Royal get any points in the second half. Well, they have managed to score 3 tries of their own. And the Royal do get a penalty. So Royal have got 1 player back on the field. Still down a player. Interesting, they've opted for a scrum. Royal have lost their key line-out jumper as well, Raid Bari, so that's causing a bit of problems at line-out time. So just a bit of news from Bambalapitia. There has been upset of certain proportions. Zaira have gone to Bambalapitia and beaten the home team 38 points to 34. And what a league season this is turning out to be.
Exactly, Abdullah, as we were speaking, very competitive as Royal breaks from the back.
Royal need to score not once, not twice, but thrice.
Release it! Roy!
Now
No, number 2.
Just playing their hearts out. This Isipathana hasn't had an answer so far in the second half to this Isipathana defense. And the final minute curse of this Major Milroy Fernando Trophy might just be lifted today here at Havelock Park. We've had thrillers, but today in the second half it's been all Isipathana, unless Royal can spring something out of the ordinary. Here's a pass to Dinuka Pereira, who steps in, but now held up, but somehow wrestles his way to the ground. Jaivira has to roll away. Nasir Hanifa. Now space out wide for Royal Pathirana. Now not releasing the tackler, so Royal have another penalty. Savista Fernando takes it quickly. Isipathana have dropped back the 10 meters. Ranasinghe has come back onto the park and needs to play the last 7 minutes of his life if he's going to keep his team in this game and possibly even in the league.
Use it!
Fresh legs for Isipathana. Okita Mudunkotua. Now Fernando to Simak, inside ball. But Isipathana read that very well. Taruka has come on and played some very good rugby in attack and in defense. Over the ball Isipathana College, but just losing the contest, and now they contest the breakdown. Ranasinghe. The Royal stewards get behind their team.
Offside, penalty advantage.
Now penalty advantage for Royal College. They have free play. Savista Fernando will dig this one out for Simak. Simak runs cross field, but good defense from Isipathana. Fernando to Ranasinghe. Nothing really on for the Royal forwards. And now still playing with penalty advantage. A little chip from Savista Fernando, but no one wanted it from Royal. No chasers at all.
Yes, once again, just trying something, but there was no one who was responding to that kick by Fernando. But they will come back for the penalty advantage.
There's an important decision in our hands as well. Isipathana have made the right decisions in the second half. There have been a number of players that have stood up for them. Savista Fernando slows it down for a second and set move play, some traditional stuff from Royal.
One advantage.
And that has been the story of the second half. If you put it in a nutshell, that has been it.
Advantage over.
Royal have started something, not finished it. And you have to say, Abdullah, Isipathana has been the superior team in this half.
Well, the scoreline definitely reflects that, and in terms of execution, as well as the way they have just controlled play, I don't think there can be any arguments with that, and will end up as deserved winners. Royal, you'd have to say, haven't helped their cause by getting 4 yellow cards in a game. It's an area where they'll definitely need to look at.
Cramp.
I think the change that Isipathana has done is, in the second half, there has been many changes. The bench is showing an impact. Sajid Zumri, Taruka, Jaivira and Shivan especially has been brilliant with the ball. Just playing their rugby in the Royal half, Abid, I think that's what got Isipathana get their points in the second half.
But I think, and that very reason is why we have to lean towards one player playing the game in the right half We have a bit of a split in the com box, but for myself, I think it was Nimantha Sandeepa that got them into the right parts of the field. Those little chip kicks from Costa and from himself as well, recollecting the ball. Those little bursts from him were just brilliant. And for me, I think it's Nimantha Sandeepa, but a couple of players have really stood up, Abdullah. Yuidu Kodituakku, one of them, the captain, who intervenes once again. Shakib Zumri, scoring two important tries. Has also really turned up in the second half for Isipathana College. And the green machine are still motoring through. Good defense from Costa. We go back for the penalty. And we also go back to the conversation. For me, it's Koditua. For me, it's Sandeepa. What are your thoughts, Abdullah?
Yes, I think I have to agree. I thought his positional play, and especially that one try he scored at a crucial moment when the game was very much in the balance. I thought that just turned it. But yes, as you said, I thought skipper Shakib Zumri was outstanding in the loose as well. And of course, Kodituakku, the outside centre, who has had a relatively quiet season. I think we were talking about it before the game with his size, and but he definitely stood up today. And I thought his defensive effort, he made some big hits that really counted. Deserve an honourable mention, but overall for the impact, probably we'd go with the Isipathana fullback Nimantha Sandeepa.
Knocked down by Royal, and here's Hakim with the ball. Ripped out again. We'll go back to the initial knock-on. And yes, coming back to the conversation, I think I strongly agree with you too. Shakib Zumri, Yuidu Kodituakku and Nimantha Sandeepa, who has been thick of the game throughout this season. Nimantha Sandeepa, of course, has been there in each and every aspect of the game, with its kicking, with its defensive and the attack, just making sure to get Isipathana over the game line, and he has been absolutely brilliant this evening.
There's another boy who has come on at halftime and made a lot of good work, and that is the scrum half. Shivan Yenush has provided some very quick ball, but here's our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, just continuing his perfect performance, and that just might be ceiling from Isipathana, losing their footing. And just 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and Royal are just out of answers. You can see the body language as well, Abdullah. They've been completely blown away. We were talking about what kind of a game we were going to have in the second half. I thought it might have been a very close one, a physical one, where defenses would be tested. But there was a little room for the teams to change their tactics in attack. And the changes that Isipathana made were just far too great.
Yes, I have to agree with just... we're talking at half-time that it's going to be another intense contest, but Isipathana, they've just turned the script completely upside down in the second half. And once again, Royal's line out just not functioning. A knock-on as a result.
Well, we had a mixed story in the first half, but in the second half, it has been a green story. The entire 35 minutes, it has been a green story, and this is the last play of the game. And Isipathana College, after a lapse of 1 year, will get their hands on a trophy that they hold very dear to them.
Coach! For sure, Abid, they have been waiting for this moment. Bye! Lost it last year, and for sure, regain it with a lot of pride.
Well, here we go, Isipathana College just need to kick this one out. Oh, but they still want to play some rugby. Still in their own half. But they knocked the ball forward. Royal have come away with it. Altaf Aman hasn't been as effective as he has been right throughout the season in today's game. Patirana.
Release!
Both these teams still throwing everything at each other.
Tackle release, assist.
Kavin Jayasinghe had to release the player there. And this time they've knocked the ball on. And a couple of knock-ons.
High.
And it's a high shot that the assistant referee may have spotted, so it might be a penalty for Royal.
One.
As well, the rain in the final few minutes has also had an impact.
High tackle, yellow card. High tackle. Yellow card.
So the first yellow card for Isipathana, and he can afford a smile because Isipathana have held their discipline for 70 minutes. And I don't think one final yellow card will worry them too much.
Well, the player that went off as well was a part of a forward pack that really showed up in the second half as well. I think that's something that the three of us as backs may have not looked at, but the rolling maul from Isipathana, the little pick and goes in the fringes from Isipathana, got them important scores. But it was the backs that got them to their green zone. Just have a look at the smiles on the faces of the boys from Isipathana. And the temperament of these boys in green to come back after a big loss at this very same ground. It was a score similar to this that they had to be on the wrong side of, but this time they're on the side that they want to be on. Here's Patirana. Pereira collects the loose ball. Can Royal get another score? But the score that they will get will only be consolation. There won't be a 4-try bonus point that they can get, and there won't be a losing bonus point that they can get, as Savista Fernando gives it to Patirana. He knocks the ball on, and that should be the game. Patirana knocks the ball on, and the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy will go to Isipathana. Won it in 24, had to give it away in 25, but a clinical performance from the Green Machine win them this game here at Havelock Park, and what a start to their campaign in the Cup segment.
Yes, well, what a second for 35 minutes by the home team. 12 all at half time, but you'd have to say in this second half they've just turned up and completely blown Royal away. Royal haven't been able to put on any points in the second half, which just shows to a great extent the dominance of Isipathana in this second half. And Isipathana, as you very correctly said, Abid, have bounced back emphatically after that loss to Trinity last week, or the week before, a couple of weeks before.
Exactly, Abdullah. Just the start they wanted for the Super Round after the Trinity match. This should give a good boost for the boys.
Well, I have two different emotions on either side. I am neutral, but the emotion on my left, Shahid Zumri, will be the happier man. His school, Isipathana College, win a trophy that is very dear to them. It's a trophy that is tightly contested, and the last time they won it, Shahid Zumri was in the thick of the action, winning it with a last-minute penalty. But today, it's his brother that will lift that trophy with two very, very important tries. The first 35 minutes was a very, very nail-biting game. But in the second half, 31 points to 12, Isipathana College getting the better of Royal College to win the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy after a lapse of 1 year.
Yes, what a performance by Isipathana. Royal fortunately not helping their cause by giving away 4 yellow cards, but just take nothing away from the Green Machine. They really turned up in this second half. It was looking to be a really tightly contested affair where defenses held sway. But Isipathana in this second half decided to open the game up a bit more, stretch the Royal defense end to end, and unfortunately Royal unable to hold on.
Here's the second half highlights.
So it's Isipathana who drew first blood. Nimanta Sandeepa, our man of the match today. This was the moment I felt where he just opened that game up, got Isipathana going, and from that moment onwards there was no stopping Isipathana. Another player who had a big game, Kodi Tuako, was brilliant today, used his physicality to good effect, and of course the Isipathana skipper scoring a brace today, leading his team from front and putting the final nail in the coffin with that 4th try. and Nimantha Sandeepa adding icing to the cake to give Isipathana an emphatic victory, and with that the Major Milroy trophy.
Here's a stat that Isipathana College will look back and be very happy about. 31 points to 12, a big win for the Green Machine against Royal College. 5 tries, so they get the 4-try bonus point as well. 3 conversions against the 2 tries that Royal managed to score, and just the 1 conversion. Couple of players put hand up for Isipathana, but Nimantha Sandeepa with those timely interventions wins our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match award.
Yes, what a performance it has been. 12 all at half time, and Isipathana just blowing Royal away in this second half. So these are the upcoming fixtures for tomorrow. Mahanama College taking on Kingswood, and Lumbini College taking on Science, both in that bowl segment. So those are the remaining matches, and but here in this cup segment, it's Isipathana who yet probably keep their hopes alive in this league championship.
Well, the heat was definitely up this weekend with a couple of upsets in the cup segment, the plate segment and the bowl segment as well. But when the game heats up, so do you. Rexona Sport Defense, specially designed for high performance men, fighting body odor while staying safe on skin. So whatever happens in this match, in a moment that makes you sweat, Rexona won't ever let you down. And Isipathana College have definitely not let their faithful down. The Green Machine travel to Havelock Park, their home ground, and they go back with a big W. That's just the first week in the cup segment, in the plate segment and the bowl segment. We'll have a couple of matches tomorrow, but that's that here from Havelock Park. The Major Milroy Fernando Trophy will go to Isipathana College.
To withstand every season. Modern designs, elegant finishes, made to match your style. Alumex handrails.
සේවක ඔබට විශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes, too fresh.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Built for every season. Customizable. Lightweight. Made to last beautifully. Alumex fencing system.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh. Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබට
Rugby,
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamai.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Love Rugby,
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamai.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Higher inverter air conditioner. Be chilled in any heat moment.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Higher inverter refrigerators. What a spectacular catch.
That was summer refreshment, the train eකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.